Hey, Woodside family, Pastor Chris here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day and enjoying this great time of worship as we lift up the name of our great God and King. You know, every year in the month leading up to Christmas, we set aside time to update you on the big vision that God has given for our church for the year that lies ahead. Last week, we were able to celebrate God's goodness through your generosity. But as promised, this week, I want to talk to you more specifically about our Campus Accelerator Fund. Our Campus Accelerator Fund is the resource we look to through your generosity that helps us to be able to expand and make major investments in campusing. This includes major build-outs, but also it allows us to be able to start new campuses in new communities. This year, we're hoping that through your generosity, we can replenish this much needed fund so that we can meet one of the major needs of our church family. Our church family in our Chesterfield campus, our Dearborn campus, and our Detroit campus are eagerly praying that God will help them to find permanent buildings. And we're hoping that through your generosity, we can help to meet this critical need. We all know the difference that it makes when we put permanent stakes down in a community, letting them know that we are here to stay, to serve them and to bless them. There's a lot of stories that we can tell, but I want you to hear one story from Pastor Jim Dahlke from our Lake Orion campus and a longtime member about the difference that a permanent home makes.
Hey, my name is Jim Dahlke. I'm the campus pastor here at the Lake Orion campus, and it is my privilege to be able to share with you a little bit about what it was like for us as we moved from a church being mobile and a middle school to transitioning into a permanent location. And I have one of my friends here who has been here from the very beginning, from day one in our church community.
Hi, I'm Donna Bartley, and I made the transition from the Troy campus to the Lake Orion campus when we started meeting in the middle school. I can remember being anxious about leaving Troy for the first time and stepping out into a new ministry, but God just reached out ahead of us, and He just put His hand on our ministry, and He just led the way in all the ways that we needed, and it was just so exciting to see.
We began all those years ago with about 40 or 50 people from the Troy campus that and maybe some other campuses that decided that they wanted to be a part of what's happening in Lake Orion. And so there's many amazing and good years in that season where God used us meeting in the middle school in powerful ways to be able to even reach some of the people in the school that we now know come to our church. But man, it was a lot for 6 or 7 years, just setting up and tearing down. I remember, Donna probably remembers very well, we'd meet on Fridays at the building, and we would load in all of our chairs because they didn't have chairs for the facilities, and load in all of the sound equipment and all of the kids' rooms and all the things that we did every single week.
You were just exhausted from just setting up the necessities every week and tearing down the necessities every week, that it took a real drain on us spiritually and emotionally to be able to minister to those that in our community that needed ministry.
And I remember it was maybe around 2013, I think we had grown as a church to, I don't even remember at that time, maybe 400 people, 500 people, but we'd really outgrown the school. And then finally in 2014, it came to fruition. We were able to purchase the building here. And man, I'll never forget that first Sunday here in our building. There was just so much life, so many people from the community that came out to see the church that we made out of the castle here in Lake Orion.
There was just such a sense of energy and celebration for the opportunity to have a place we could actually call home. And there's just a sense of homecoming for us as members, but also an opportunity to minister to the community and to open the doors to do so many other things that we just didn't have an opportunity to do when we were mobile and we didn't have a permanent facility.
And one of those things even recently, where we're able to do, we were able to open up a food pantry and dedicate part of our building to that. And it would have never happened if we had been still meeting in a middle school. Just the opportunity came because we have a permanent location that we can use for the betterment of the community and the worship of Jesus in this place. One of the cool things about having a permanent facility is that we were able to move into this facility in a debt-free manner. And the beautiful part about it is it wasn't just the generosity of this place in Lake Orion, but it was the generosity of all of Woodside so that we could support one another as one church, that people might come to know Jesus here in Lake Orion.
And to be able to partner together and to see the vision for another location that might not be our own home and our own campus that we attend, but we can see an opportunity in another city that we can spread the love of Jesus.